I thank to the Indian Ambassador Abhay K for the invitation to celebrate an International Day of Diplomats, to raise our people's awareness about what is a diplomat and what is our work on this 24th October 2020. In this way, we would be also celebrating the birth of the United Nations, the day when peace was chosen instead of war. It was indeed an important diplomatic achievement to be remembered. I'm a Brazilian diplomat. My name is Railsa Alencar. And as you know, we are very proud of our diplomatic tradition in Brazil. Also, we used to say that Itamaraty's best tradition is to reinvent itself. And it comes from a very long time, since we have nurtured peaceful relations with our neighbors for near 2 centuries, by searching to set out a good example and looking up to do what is right by the rule of law, even when we do not have much at our disposal. We have gained international respect, and we have learned a lot about problem solving. In these 12 years of career diplomacy, I have been granted the honor of participating in relevant global negotiations, sometimes engaging thousands of people, such as Rio Plus 20, the Bali Agreement of the Doha Round in the WTO, and a hemispherical effort in favor of development and integration. As a diplomat, my role was always to find our best national interest and to defend our national positions in these new strategical grounds and institutional territories that were invented and supported by many countries. Also, we diplomats experience directly the impact on our lives when things go wrong and when negotiations fail. And that makes us live in a permanent strive for solutions. In the diplomatic arena, we might sometimes discover that some decisions are not always in accordance with what we expect they should be. Still, thanks to diplomacy, we might sort out our differences through dialogue rather than trying to resolve things by force or directly with another nation labeled as an adversary. A true diplomat should have no enemies. I have learned that it is always possible to figure out a way to supersede conflict and to restore a path back to trust. Sometimes this means building common ground and mutual interests in new arrangements. Other times it just means poetry. Still, we know some people find better satisfaction holding a dissident position against the diplomacy that settles down disagreements, against the diplomacy that created and keeps running the system of international security. It is important that those people are not excluded for not holding a degree of a diversity requisite, because by including and offering room for speech to them, even to those who are dissident, we make them responsible as well for achieving good results. We put them in a place of explaining their reasons, and we might prevent them of becoming an international risk. Diplomacy, therefore, is more needed than ever to put people who think differently to work together for providing the most undisputed good that we need, peace. all peoples in the world want to arrive at home and find their families well and safe, to live at better environments, to find opportunities, and to build initiatives. Peace is indispensable for all those features of development and national agendas. So I proudly share with you, not as a diplomat, but rather as a friend, my joy of being a public servant dedicated to the purpose of diplomacy, and hoping that you too can participate and make it a celebration. A happy International Day of Diplomats to us all.